Hello everyone, in this video we will solve a question from service costing. Let us move on to the question directly. I will assume that you have basic knowledge about service costing before watching this video. The question is fast roadways runs 10 buses between two suburban centers which are 25 kilometers apart. Seating capacity of each bus is 30 passengers. Now there are 30 passengers if a bus is fully occupied. The expenses for the month of November 1994 were as follows, and you are provided with certain expenses: salaries of drivers, salaries of mechanical staff, diesel oil and lubricants, taxes, repairs, depreciation. These are the total amount of expenses. Seating capacity utilized was 60%. Now the point to note is that the seating capacity in a bus is 30 passengers, but only 60% of the facility was utilized, or the 60% capacity was actually utilized. Okay, all the buses ran 25 days of the month. Each bus made 4 trips daily. Daily trips are 4 trips. There are 25 days, and in the second line 25 kilometers, the distance is 25 kilometers. In the first line, number of buses is 10. A. Find out the cost per passenger kilometer. So our composite unit, as discussed in the basic videos, over here is passenger kilometers and the cost per round trip per passenger. Let us first calculate or find the cost per passenger kilometer. Let me first add up all the costs and calculate the total cost. Total cost will simply include the salaries of drivers and conductors, which is 60,000, salaries of mechanical staff, which is 6,000. I will add everything: 60 plus 6,000, diesel oil and lubricants 40,000, taxes, insurance 5,200, 40,000, 5,200, repairs and maintenance 8,000, and depreciation of 32,000, depreciation 32,000. So the total cost or total expenses are 151,200. Now I have to calculate the composite unit. Now first of all, I will have to know how many kilometers are there, since the cost is to be calculated as per passenger kilometer. The first component of this composite units is the passengers. Second line says that there are 30 seats in a bus, but the occupancy is, or the utilized capacity is, only 60%. Therefore, although there were 30 seats, but only 60% of the seats were required. Second part of the composite unit is kilometers. So the kilometers would be: number 1, the distance between two areas is 25 kilometers. Okay, 25 kilometers. This is the distance between both cities. And if you read the line just above requirement number A, it says each of the buses made 4 round trips. By round trip, we are saying that the company went from town A to B and then returned from B to A. Therefore, the total kilometers traveled by each bus on a single round trip would be 50 kilometers. And each bus made 4 round trips daily. So actually we have 10 buses, and we know that each bus travels 4 times a day. We are also given that there are 25 days in a month in which a bus travels, and we know that the kilometers for a single round trip is 50. So it should be 50,000. let me repeat, 10 is for number of buses, 4 is for number of trips per day, 25 is the number of days in a month, and 50 is for kilometers, the kilometers for a single trip. So you can say that the total kilometers are 50,000, and therefore our composite unit will be 18 into 50,000, which is somewhere, exactly to be precise, 900,000. Let me round them all in. Okay, so the first requirement A was find out the cost per passenger kilometer. The cost per passenger kilometer, should be total cost, which is 151,200, divided by composite unit, which is 900,000. It should be 0.168 rupees. 0.168 per passenger kilometer. This is the answer for part A. Okay, part A further says calculate and the cost per round trip per passenger. What if a passenger travels for a round trip? What if it goes from town A to B and returns? So there is only one passenger for whom we are calculating the cost, and a round trip will have 50 kilometers. So we will say that it will cost him 0.168 multiplied by 50, which is equivalent to 8.4 rupees. This is also the answer to part A, and this is also the answer to part A. Moving on to requirement number B. Requirement number B says what would have been the cost per round trip per passenger if the seating capacity utilization were to go up to 80%. So simply there is one revision in the question, which is the seating capacity. We know that in total there are 30 seats, and now upon new condition, if 80% of the seats are occupied, so we will have 24 seats occupied. And since there is no change in number of kilometers, our new composite unit will be 50,000 kilometers multiplied by 24, which is 1.2. Our new cost per passenger kilometer would be the previously unchanged cost divided by new composite units, and it will be 0.126. And our new cost per round trip per passenger would be computed as 0.126 multiplied by 50. So the answer to part 2 should be 6.3. Moving on to part C. What would have been the cost per round trip per passenger if all the expenses other than depreciation were to go up by 20% at a seating capacity utilization of 80%? Since the seating capacity utilization is still 80%, we can say that our composite unit will be 1.2, but our cost will change. Now we know that our total cost currently are 151,200, but includes depreciation. Let us first subtract the depreciation amount from it. The depreciation amount, why I am subtracting depreciation? Because the question in part C said that all expenses have increased except depreciation. So let us remove depreciation first. The amount of depreciation is 32,000. If we remove depreciation from this amount, it will be 119,200. Now if we increase this amount by 20%, it will be 119,200 multiplied by 1.2, which is 143,040. And obviously, since depreciation is also an expense, let us add it back. The new amount will be, or the new total cost would be, 175,040. Dividing it by composite unit, total cost divided by composite unit, 0.145. So this is our new cost per passenger kilometer, and we are supposed to calculate the cost per a round trip. What if a passenger travels a round trip and he is a single passenger? Per round trip per passenger, it will simply be 0.145 multiplied by 50,000. So it will be 5,000, and I'm sorry, 50. Okay, if you have any queries, you can always write up to me at taha_popatia@hotmail.com, or contact me on my WhatsApp number and throw your queries. I will obviously try to answer them as soon as I can. Thank you. I will upload further service costing questions very soon.